Now listen here. Look, now here's a crazy fact about our next guest. Vince found this out. I'm not taking his fucking credit. In 2011, after the NFL's previous lockout, this legend negotiated more than 90 contracts. 90 contracts worth about 600 mil in 1 month. 1 fucking month. It's insane. It brings me
30 days.
30 days. It brings me great joy to have our next guest on the show, Drew Rosenhaus. Pull up. Did you expect like this fast and furious lifestyle when you were thinking about being an agent?
You know, it's funny. Somebody sent me a bio from my high school yearbook, and in it I said I wanted to own the Miami Dolphins back in high school. Huge Dolphin fan. And my background is I grew up in South Florida, and I was right down the street from the Dolphins facility. And my parents became friendly with a bunch of guys on the team. So when I was 12, 13, 14 years old, I had all these Dolphin players at my house. And I wanted to be an agent. I just sat around the dinner table with them, and they were talking about negotiations and injuries and getting cut and traded. So I saw the business side of the NFL, and I realized, man, that'd be awesome to do that. So I wound up going to the University of Miami for college. And while I was at the University of Miami, I became friendly with, exactly, just like you.
Yes, sir.
Became friendly with a lot of the guys on the team. And when I graduated and went to Duke Law School, I told all those guys when I was done with law school, I was going to come back and represent them. Well, funny thing happens is I get into law school, and after my first year of law school, I found some players in the North Carolina area that needed agents. So as a 22-year-old agent, certified in 1988, I was actually signing players and had my first clients. Yeah, had my first clients in the 1989 draft, the youngest agent to ever represent an NFL player at 22. I hope that never happens again. Way too young. It was after my first year of law school. So, I mean, certainly I had a lot to learn, man. That was 33 years ago. And I have no complaints. Working with guys like yourself and so many of your friends has been a labor of love, a real joy for me. It's not an easy job, that's for sure. And you're fighting for your clients, and you're battling. And for anyone who thinks that the agent business is glamorous and easy and a laid back job, they have it wrong. It is not for the meek. It is a requirement that you're tough, hardworking, and that you're going to fight for your clients, that you are prepared, that you know your business, and that you are an advocate for the players that you represent. And it's very important that you're an agent that can get the job done, because AC, you worked your whole life, man, to get here. You are 1 in a million to get to the NFL. And that's literally from guys who play high school football who get to the NFL, the number's like 1 in a million. So when you entrust an agent like myself to help you, that is my job, and I take that very seriously because of all the sacrifices that you've made to get to this point. And I'm certainly not going to let you down with my job, you know, whether it's negotiations, whether it's dealing with an injury, whether it's talking to a team about a fine or why a guy isn't playing enough, if a player gets cut or released and we got to find a new team. Again, I mentioned the agent business is not just negotiating deals for your star clients, but a lot of your guys that are trying to get a job, that are thought of by NFL teams as too old or coming off of a big injury. And you have a responsibility to your clients and their families. And it is a lot of pressure because the job that I do impacts you and every one of my clients and your livelihood. And I don't take that for granted. So I give everything I have. I go the extra mile to get our clients the very best. They get my effort every single day, year round,
100%.
because of how I feel about that commitment. When a player hires me, this is like a doctor that you hire. I've got to step up and get it done. And this is pivotal.
100%. And you show it.
That I look out for my clients and work as hard as I possibly can all day. I mean, I get calls in the middle of the night sometimes. I'll always take a call from a client. I'll always take a call from a team, no matter what's going on. My family's very understanding. You know, I have 3 children, ages 5, 2, and a newborn of 3 weeks.
Baby
and my
Conan.
wife is baby Conan. My wife is outstanding because she really does a lot of the heavy lifting so that I can be there for my clients. And I take my hat off to her because really I didn't get married until I was 46, and I'd been in the business for 25 years. And I think I couldn't find anybody that would marry me because of the way that I worked. Quite
you
honestly,
work hard as hell.
I worked around the clock, and the women that would date me, they were like, man, when are you going to take a break? And when are you going to spend time with me? And I just couldn't give them what they wanted. And fortunately, I met Lisa, and Lisa owns her own real estate agency with her mom and her sister. She's very independent, and she's very committed to her family. So that was a match made in heaven because I was able to continue to be very dedicated to my clients, and she was equipped to really handle that type of relationship, and we've made a good team.
Man,
it's awesome. Yeah.
You make a ton of sacrifices, Drew. Like I see it like firsthand. Like you're at workouts, you're at players' games, you're everywhere, and you still make the time. Like how do you balance your work life and your family life? Because you have a great family, and you thanks, travel man. A lot, and you're always on the go.
Yeah, I mean, I travel whenever. I go to games, I go to practices, I go to training camp, I go to pro days, I go to workouts, I visit players in training. I go see guys that are injured, that are getting surgery. I go visit our clients. I don't really take any vacations at all. I mean, I don't take a day off. My family understands, and the way I balance it is I involve them. I bring them with me to places. I bring them to games. I invite my clients over to the house to eat dinner, spend time with the family. I bring my family with me when I go on a trip very often. Obviously, it takes a special wife to take kids on the road. I brought them with me to the Super Bowl. Even baby Conan went to the Super Bowl with us, and he was just a couple days old. Literally, he wasn't even a week old. I didn't physically bring him to the game, obviously, but they came with me, and they were in the hotel when I was visiting clients, and I went to the game. So that's how you do it, guys. You try to mix and involve your family with your work, and they love it. I mean, they love our clients. They love football. They love the excitement. Our company, we represent players in the NFL and in Major League Baseball and also the NBA. And I'm primarily focused on the NFL side. But my brother Jason, who's been my partner from day one, he spends a lot of time on the baseball side of things and on the NBA side. He's actually a certified agent in the NFL, the NBA, and Major League Baseball, which is really unique. But
That's tight.
yeah. So I mean, we added more sports, so now it's truly year round. But people don't realize from an agent standpoint, the NFL season never ends for me. Let's just look at the NFL season starts at training camp, right? And my
Yep.
job at training camp is to get all of our unsigned players into camp, whether they're draft choices, unrestricted free agents, guys that just haven't been signed, and contract extensions too, getting guys new deals. So I'm really busy going into training camp in July, and then that's the start of the NFL season, training camp, and I'm going to practices, and I'm going to meet with teams, and I'm checking on clients, and I'm going to scrimmages, and then I'm going to preseason games. And every week during the regular NFL season, I go to 3 games. I go to Monday Night Football. I usually go to Thursday Night Football, and I typically go to a game on Sunday, every Sunday. So
That's wild, dude.
That doesn't include college recruiting, where you're recruiting as well, college, and that's year round, and that requires me to go to college games on Saturdays, or go visit guys during the week. So during the season, this whole cycle goes on of going to all these games and staying in touch with our clients and keeping up with their progress. And then when the season ends, it's even more hectic, because that's when you're dealing with heavy negotiations. As soon as the Super Bowl's over, we're going right into the pre-draft stuff. We're going right into the combine. We're going right into free agency. We're going right into the franchise tag. We're going into restructuring deals. And then we get into free agency in mid-March, and that's hot and heavy, at least the first month. And then that goes right into the draft. And then the draft is super busy. And then after the draft, we're dealing with guys going into the offseason program, trying to get deals done. It never ends. The NFL job, if you're an NFL agent, be prepared to work 12 months out of the year. There's no downtime. And it's just like UAC, you guys, you never stop working. I mean, even though you're not with the team right now, you're training on your own, and you're not taking any time off. And your agent has got to match your work ethic and your dedication. And I every day strive to work just as hard as my clients and do great things for them.
And it shows. And it showed over the last 20, 30 years. Oh, where'd he go?
On our end, you just keep disappearing, but you keep coming back. So
yeah, I'll be back. I'm returning a text.
Oh no, you're good.
No problem. We understand.
Usually, you can't get me to shut up, dude. But I just want to sit here and just listen to what he has to say, dude. It's so interesting to me. It's so sick.
Thank you. The agent is a professional, unlike any other, in that we have guys that are hiring us when they have a lot of other choices. It's a highly competitive business. I do have players that call me and ask me to represent them. And I'm fortunate that I'm in that position, but I'd say 99.9% of the time, I'm the one that has got to recruit. So recruiting is obviously the lifeblood of your industry, but that doesn't entail the actual job that you have, which is dealing with injuries, dealing with negotiations, dealing with trades, helping your guys prepare for life after football, helping them off the field with their marketing. We have clients like Rob Gronkowski in a year who went from retiring from the Patriots, spending a season in retirement, coming out of retirement, getting him traded from New England to Tampa, winning a Super Bowl, and now he's an unrestricted free agent. That was the whole gambit, of a guy in his prime, stepping out for a while, doing other things, and then helping him come back, negotiating a trade, making sure the contract's in place. This is a whirlwind, and this is my 33rd year, so I've seen everything that you can imagine. And, I enjoy the business predominantly because I'm helping my clients and their families.
This is crazy.
My brain is melting right now, dude.
Yo, like I didn't know half the stuff Drew's telling us right now. Like I know I know Drew's a grinder. Drew's always been a grinder.
I'll give you guys a little bit of insight. I've got a call tonight in just a couple minutes with Tampa. And among the things that we're working on with Tampa, we talked about Rob Gronkowski and Shaq Barrett and LaShawn McCoy are three of our clients that are free agents. And this time of year, teams can talk to you about extending your players' contracts. And so that's one of the things that I've got going on tonight is breaking a little bit of news with you guys that I am in discussions with the Buccaneers on behalf of our clients to talk potentially about extensions. And while nothing's imminent, you got to put the work in and have these conversations. And so obviously I enjoyed coming on with you guys, gave you a little bit of insight into my world. And it's been a fun 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I promised I'd get on this call at 7:00. So once I'm done with this call, if you guys are still on the air, I'll try and get back on with you guys. It might be a 10 or 15 minute call.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we got questions to answer. And hey, Drew, we appreciate you. If you get a chance to come back, we'd love to hear more, but we understand you got a lot of work to do.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it very much.
Yep.
Appreciate you, Drew.
Bye-bye.
Jesus Christ, dude. I just talked to one of the hardest fucking dudes I've ever met in my life, dude.
That is so fucking crazy, dog. Like, bro, that's my agent. I know this guy personally, but like I've never gotten this much insight on the actual fucking grind of being an agent.
That guy is a hustler, dude. I love that. That's so sick.
Especially an agent like him, bro. That's like it's crazy, man. I'm like,
yo, hey guys, really glad to be on your podcast. Gotta go talk to the fucking Buccaneers about, Gronkowski real quick. I'll be back though. Just give me like 10, 15 minutes. Okay, Drew, we'll see you, man.
Okay. I think we might have to keep going, bro. Like we got we do have chat questions though. We have chat questions for your chance to win this super sweet giveaway from our new sponsor. Yeah, sponsor. Feels nice saying that word.
Sponsor, whatever, dude. It's not a big deal. Calm down, chat.
Yo, insane, dog.
What are you sipping on right now?
Oh, I got this this Casa Dragones tequila.
Oh.
Do not go look up the price of this bottle.
I ain't looking.
It was a gift.
I ain't looking.
Gift from one of the homies. Yo, we got Drew Rosenhaus on the fucking show.
We're building a trampoline inside the house. I'd say you could come up and jump on it, but my luck, you'd get hurt, and then I would feel responsible forever.
Yeah, I hope you got fucking insurance. Yo, shit. Oh man, fuck. While we have this time, I need to give a shout out to my little sister, like my little 8-year-old sister. She pressed me the other day and was like, "You gave everybody a shout out except me."
Damn.
Yo, I'm sick about that. Oh, and shout out to my mom's too. She's in the chat for the first time. I love you. Staying with Tampa. I don't know. I can probably answer that question.
I would say yes.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Especially if Tom Brady's planning on being there.
How many more years do you think old TB's got?
I think TB's got about 2.
3. I would say 3 max.
How old is he? 45?
Yes, I think.
No. Yo, Tom Brady plays till he's 50. I'm calling it right now.
No, he's 43.
Oh, okay, never mind. I think he'll play till he's 45. Waiting on Drew Rosenhaus. What'd you like? What'd you take from that? Like from that 30 minutes?
I love talking business, dude. I love talking business. I love it.
Like his business is just like insane though. Like he's going non-stop.
Oh yeah, and like I was gonna ask him, I was gonna be like, Drew, like when do you get? Is there ever a time that you get like a week off, dude? At all?
Bro, he said no.
No,
there's never a time for a week off. Like he answered every question you could have possibly thought of asking. Like I was like, okay, he's hitting this. I was over there looking at the checklist. I'm like, fuck.
Like you asked this man what he's doing on Christmas, he's working. You asked this man what he's doing on his birthday, he's working. Like,
bro,
Drew, what do you do for fun? I work.
Bro, but it's so crazy though. Like he's literally always working. Like I see him doing community service. I see him going to practices. I see him coming to where I train like damn near every day. Like he's with his family. Like it's like nonstop. I don't know how I could like do that. Like ever. Like I don't think I have a girlfriend that would do that. Like even accept it.
Oh, dude, the amount of support system that you have to have. Like, I mean, you heard what he said. He said he didn't get married till he was like 43 or some shit like that.
45.
Like, it took him that long to find someone that will support what he does full time. Like, I don't know his wife. He said her name was what? Lisa?
Yeah.
She is
Lisa.
An absolute hero, bro.
No doubt.
Like, dude, the amount of like that's crazy, dude.
There's probably like 2 for every million women out there that would make that type of sacrifice. Like, cause
and like hear me out. Like this is not us like talking down on anyone. Dude, I don't know if I could date. Let's say, I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Like fuck no. I'm too big. I need that time. I need that affection. Like, I don't know if I could be with someone that is literally like that man. He does not know what a fucking a time clock is because he never fucking clocks out, dude.
Never.
He's never met it. He's never met the time clock, dude.
I want to ask him, how long does he sleep?
I would say 4 hours. He's to the point now where he lives on 4 hours. Like, if there's ever a time that he's like, man, I got a good night's rest, that's 4 hours and 1 minute. If you're like, bro, if Drew's like, yeah, I didn't get much rest last night, but I feel all right. I'd be like, how much sleep did you get? Drew say 30 minutes. But I'm good. I'm good.
Biggest goal for 2021, AD and AC. You go first.
Oh my God, I fucking hate you, dude. Biggest goal. My number one goal always, dude, is to have fun. But if you want like a legitimate fucking answer, dude, biggest goal for 2021. I hate number goals. I do. Because if I set a number and I don't hit it, I didn't reach my goal. I would love more than anything to have 100,000 followers on Twitch. I think that would be sick.
Yeah.
I had 135K on TikTok before I got banned. But TikTok is so easy to grow on. Like, it's almost not fair. So I don't really count. That. Yeah, I got banned.
Hold on, wait. For the one video?
It sure was, man. It sure was.
Why'd you get banned for that? I mean,
I don't fucking know.
It was funny.
It was. And trust me, I've seen way worse shit on that platform than that, bro. I don't know, man. Like, I kind of just do what makes me happy, man. And like that's kind of the goal that I follow every single day. Just try to have fun,
Agreed.
Some old fashioned fun.
But yeah, man. I mean, like my goal for like football, of course. I mean, this year, like the last couple of years have been like kind of rocky because of like injury. But so this year, I really want to be healthy. Like no matter what. Like last year, it was some bullshit. Like I could have played, but politics of the league and the way things go, definitely a fucking wreck when you're not able to make the decision on whether you feel like you're capable of playing. Like I'm a true believer in allowing somebody to do their job until you see they can't do their job.
Because in your mind, like you're like, I'm good to go. Like, let's fuck,
100%.
like, but there's rules and regulations where they're like, no, you can't play until this time or until this dude clears you, whatever. Yeah, I can see why that's tough.
And the crazy thing is, it wasn't like a that, it was more so of I was actually going out to practice. I was still doing like full practices, tackling, and literally doing my job
But they wouldn't let you
up until
play.
the day that they put me on IR, which was like 3 weeks after the fact. So I mean, I was irritated about it, but I mean, like I said, I just want to be healthy this year on the field. Like that's my most important thing because I feel like when I'm healthy, like I play my best ball and things are good. And then like with as far as just like gaming and everything off the field, man, I just want to keep having fun. I want to keep helping people, like being a service to other people, like whether that be like words of encouragement, advice in life or whatever, like sports, anything, or just bringing somebody along, like with the House of Aces and like my friends trying to get into gaming. I got a bunch of like NFL guys that need help and want to learn. And I mean, like you are, like you help, like you
Yeah.
like helping people, and I'm the same way. So
It's a lot to
just
learn, man, and like you've heard my story. Like when I first started, dude, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And it sucked. Like I tried to reach out to people, they wouldn't help me. And I remember how that made me feel. It sucked. And I always told myself, dude, like I would never put somebody in that position, dude. And then I got,
I mean, like,
I've got people, like you, like a fucking NFL player, like hitting me up asking for help. Now we're like homies. I had, I'm not going to say his name, but like I had a professional skateboarder hit me up last week about dual audio PC. And like he wants to do some GTA RP sometime. Like that's crazy, dude. Like good things come, if you just, you just pay it forward a little bit, dude. And I don't know, man.
yeah, 100%. So
If I can help somebody, I will do it, bro. I will do it. Okay. What advice would you give to content creators that are overwhelmed with it? You just gotta have fun, man. You do. I played Fortnite for a long time, dude. Long time. And when I first started playing Fortnite, I loved it. It was great. And then I became overwhelmed with it. And I think it was really hard for me to accept this. But like, you don't have to play the most popular game to be successful on any platform. What people want is they want to see you happy. Like they want to radiate off of your energy. And if your energy is just negative, like they don't want to watch.
100%. Somebody said fitting them Pokemon cards in one room.
Yeah, that's another one. That's another one.
Yo, shout out to the fucking Pokemon, dog.
Love them. Give me your guys' Pokemon cards. Give them to me.
I got 2 right here. You can't have these.
Don't open them up, dude. I'm telling you.
I'm not opening them up.
Don't do it.
I'm not. Oh my gosh, bro. They released me right before training camp started. So that was like a big challenge. And another challenge was like I literally went to Kansas City for 5 days. I was there for 5 days and I got released. Like I couldn't even you can't even learn a playbook in 5 days.
No.
I promise you. Nobody can. Like
That's
playbooks are so fucking thick.
That is a question I want to ask you. I know you like when me and you hang out, we just don't talk about football because like that's all you do is football. So like I stay away from it. But I do want to ask you a question, dude. Is it a bitch to learn a playbook?
Bro, it is a bitch.
I've always wanted to know, bro.
But like some systems are easy. Like Miami Dolphin system's easy. Like they just run fucking man coverage all the time. And you just had to remember certain things when you're at a different position. Like that's the most difficult thing about learning a playbook. But like when I was at Kansas City, like there's certain defenses that like if you move, like the offense makes a motion, like they're not gonna do shit. They're gonna stay and play the same defense they was running before you motioned. But with the Chiefs, if you motion, you got to check to a whole different play.
Yeah.
And like that shit just got so confused. It was so confusing, especially getting there literally mid camp and having to try to learn a playbook. I mean, it was so difficult. And I got like, bro, I was fasting at the time too during camp. So I started a fast like where I wasn't eating anything but like fish, turkey, and veggies from when was it? July 28th after I cleared the COVID until September 6th when I got cut. I was talking to myself. I was like, yeah, I'm going to leave. I'm going to get cut and they're going to want to bring me back to be on their practice squad and I'm not going to be here. Bro, I got cut. I bought a flight back to Miami immediately. Like the next flight back to Miami. I didn't get to Miami till 11 p.m. Like Drew was just on the call.
Yeah.
He texted me after I got cut. He's like, "Hey, AC, they're releasing you, but they want to sign you to the practice squad tomorrow at 11 a.m. So stay there." I didn't text Drew back. And that's the shit you got to deal with as an agent for sure. Like players just, going rogue or whatever. And I mean, it was a feeling that I had, and I was just like, man, fuck it, I gotta go. Like this is from my heart. So I left, went back to Miami, and I was like, if that job is meant for me, it'll be there when I get back tomorrow. And he was like, you going back to Kansas City? I was like, I guess. I missed my flight. I'm in Miami. He said, what? Can you get a flight back to Kansas City? I was like, yeah, let me look. So I looked, found a flight to Kansas City.
Probably $1 million to fucking fly there that day.
No, it really wasn't that bad. It was probably I think it was like 300, but I had a connection flight going. I had to go connect in Orlando and then go to Kansas City. So I'm getting on my flight to go to Orlando and I get a call from Drew as we're going up in the air. And all I hear was, AC, congratulations. And then click. I'm like, yo, I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is he congratulating me on signing a practice squad agreement? And so I get Wi-Fi when I get up in the sky, and I get a text from Freestyle. Freestyle's like, yo, are you going to New York? I said, what? What do you mean? And he sends me a message saying that I just got claimed by the New York Giants off waivers.
He said, I guess so.
I guess so. That was probably the biggest challenge for me, man. That was the biggest challenge for me. That concludes this week's episode of Small Things to a Giant. I appreciate you all for showing up this evening. Hopefully you were able to take away a couple of gems from Drew. I mean, he came on and literally crushed the whole show. Like we couldn't ask any questions. And I think I honestly appreciated it. Not the fact that I didn't get to entertain, but the fact that we were able to have him on the show and him to drop the gems and tell us about his life as an agent and as a father and a husband and
he's a legend.
Everything else in between. Like he's a fucking legend, man. And I'm happy to have him as my agent because he is a grinder. A fucking grinder. We are your host, and this is your fucking show. We will see y'all in 2 weeks.